Hi, boys and girls. Hey, we just got back. Jack and Annie and I just got back on a trip. You know, Jack and Annie went down to the tree house. The tree house started all spinning around. And guess what? They saw Morgan in there. Do you know who Morgan is? Well, if you don't know who Morgan is, it's going to tell you in this book. This book is The Magic Tree House, number 23, Twister on Tuesday, by Mary Pope Osborne. And in this book, this is what happens. They go down, Jack and Annie live in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. They go down to the Magic Tree House. I don't know if you can see it up there or not, but we're at the bottom of it right now. Jack and Annie's already gone up to the top of it to see Morgan. I'm staying down here to make sure that the twister is gone away and they're going to come and get us. But this is what happens in this book. Jack and Annie need to go back in time. They go back into the 1870s. They look out the window of the tree house and they see schooners going across the prairie. So they climb down the rope to the tree house. They start running after the schooners, which were the wagons, and they can't catch up to them. So over the hill, they see a pipe sticking up out of the ground. They say, well, let's go investigate that. They go there, and it's a sod house, and it's a schoolhouse that's made out of sod. So guess what? They knock on the door, and a girl comes to the door. You know what? Back in those times, in the 1870s, a teenager could be a school teacher. So you know what? See if the school teacher is an elderly lady or a mid-life lady or a teenager. And they go inside, and there's 3 students in there. And you know what? They have lunch. And guess what they have for lunch? Well, it's something a lot different than what you have for lunch. I can guarantee you that. And then Jack and Annie starts to leave, and the sky gets all green and black, and it starts lightning and thundering. So they run back inside the house, the schoolhouse. They get in there, and the boys and girls start hollering that the grasshoppers are going to get them, because back in those times, the grasshoppers would have swarms of grasshoppers would come and eat up everything. And so then they open the door, and guess what? It's not grasshoppers, it's hailstones. Hailstones coming from the ugly clouds that's in the sky. Then they look up, and all of a sudden they see a twister coming after them. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, you are not going to believe what happens in this book. See if Jack and Annie gets back safe. See if they help the boys and girls and the school teacher find the trap door to the cellar in the sod house so that they don't get blown away by the tornado. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, you got to get this book and read it. And you know what? Jack and Annie, y'all okay? All right? Okay, well, guess what? Find out what happens. I'm going to keep on looking out for the tornado, and you get this book, Twister on Tuesday, by Mary Pope Osborne. And this is Mr. Dean. Thank you for joining me for another Mr. Dean's Outdoor Reading Adventures.